All right, boom. So these are signs that you're not gonna make it as a rapper, guy. I'm sorry to tell you. Let's get right into it though. So sign number one that you're not gonna make it. You're a stan of another rapper, right? Instead of being that dude, that nigga, man, like staying up late waiting for Playboy Cardi to drop. Like, let's say you're a rapper and your goal is to one day have a song with Playboy Cardi, for example. And then you finally meet Playboy Cardi and then you just geeked out. Like, you're a total nerd about it because you're such a big fan. Like, you're going to lose relationships for being like too much of a fan of another rapper. All right, moving on. The next is you're scared. You're too sensitive when it comes to criticism, and you don't like to share your music or perform your music. And that right there is gonna hold you back. That's gonna stop you from reaching your full potential, gang. You gotta get over that. And it's like, you gotta look at it like this. The criticism is actually gonna make you better. So if somebody's like, man, you're mumbling on your songs, then now you know you need to speak up more. If somebody says, next sign, I would say people who hear your music aren't trying to help you, or they're not offering help, or they're not saying, hey, let's work or come to the studio. I feel like that's a pretty good sign if you've been doing music for a while. People that do hear your music, the people that know you do music, are not offering to help you. They're not trying to share it. They're not trying to post it on their story, etc. Next sign that you're not gonna make it. You're not good with money, gang. Like, you want to look like a rapper versus actually making money moves that could make you more stable as a rapper. And without money, gang, you're not gonna make it, because you're gonna end up having to continue to go back to work. Every time you get a little money, you're gonna spend it on something else. So you gotta take care of business. So and that kind of leads into the next one. The next one is no marketing plan, or just no plan in general. Like, you don't even know how you're gonna get this music out to people. So yeah, you don't have a marketing plan. You're just making music and just putting it on SoundCloud. You're not gonna make it as a rapper. That's a big sign that you're not gonna make it, bro. Come up with a marketing plan. Reach out to somebody like myself. Get somebody that can run ads for you or get you on playlists. You know what it is, man. My DMs are open. Next, again, kind of has something to do with marketing, but you don't like being the center of attention. So you don't like shooting music videos. You don't want to run ads because that means you got to make a video. Or you don't like creating little Instagram reels or TikToks. You don't like doing none of that stuff. You don't like the attention. That's not a good sign, brother or sister. Not to say that you can't be mysterious and shit, but also, I should have said this at the stand part, but like, if you use another rapper's picture as your picture, or like you're one of them dudes that have like the little K-pop girl as your Instagram picture, no, it's a bad sign, my brother. You know. Next, you're very judgmental about different forms of music or different artists and their taste in music. I feel like people that are very judgmental limit themselves and like who they can work with and how they can work, because if you're more open, you never know what you could create and who you could create with. So stop that judgmental shit, man. But yeah, if you're a very judgmental artist, you're probably not gonna make it. Bottom line. Next, you don't write music, or you don't write music often. And not to say that you can't freestyle and stuff. Like, I actually don't. I still will write music just like as a hobby or just to get some ideas out of my head. I'll still do that. I don't record the stuff I write down. It usually just, I say it as it comes to my mind. Not quite like freestyling, but like I punch in. That's what it's called. But I would say if you're just starting out and you don't write music, or even if you're not just starting out and you don't write music ever, I feel like that's a sign you're not gonna make it. It's something about writing, like when you can't actually record, that kind of keeps your brain always on music. So I feel like personally that's a sign you're not gonna make it. You don't have an artistic eye when it comes to graphic design, when it comes to fashion, etc. You don't have the eye, that artistic eye. And I know we're talking about music and rapping, but it's something about, usually a good artist can draw, or a good artist can come up with design ideas. I can't explain it, but a lot of artists often have eyes for fashion and other things. So this isn't, again, these are just my personal opinion, so don't kill me in the comments. Next, I would say you take advice from people that don't even do music. So you take advice from like your mom or like the homies, like yes men that's around you, instead of people that's actually gonna like give you good advice. So this isn't to get confused with the first one where no one's giving you advice, but this is for people that only take advice from people that don't do music, or they only listen to the good advice. Basically, like that's why I said your mom, because your mom's gonna be like, oh, that sounds good, baby, or your homie gonna be like, yeah bro, it's cool. If you only listen to the good, you'll never actually get better. So criticism is good. Another one, I feel like you probably won't make it in the industry if you're one of them people that think the music industry is evil. And again, I know Diddy's in the industry. I know there are evil people in the industry, but that's not to say everyone in the music business is evil. Like, I would consider myself a part of the music business, not the industry. So, I'm not evil. You know what I mean? So, and I don't believe that everybody at Sony is evil, or I don't believe everybody at Interscope is evil. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me the janitor is also doing witchcraft. You know what I mean? So I feel like you got to lose that mindset of just thinking it's evil. It's evil. A quick story. I have a friend out. We were supposed to go to a concert. Next reason why you won't make it as a rapper is that you don't work well with others. So again, a lot of artists will collaborate with other artists. Artists and producers will often collaborate and make projects together. So if you don't work well with others, or if you're not able to bounce ideas off of people and take ideas and give ideas, you're not gonna make it as a rapper. And the last and final reason I feel like you're definitely not gonna make it as a rapper is you're too emotional. Like, this is a big sign to me, is if you're emotional and you always trying to fight, you always having these like outbursts, like you're on Love and Hip Hop, or like, those type of people, there's no way you will make it in this business. Just bottom line. I don't know if I need to elaborate on that, but I feel like it's pretty simple, pretty easy to understand why somebody might not make it if they're, easily upset, because you could be manipulated if you're an emotional person. If you're always trying to fight, if you're always having these outbursts, you could miss out on a lot of money. So I feel like that should pretty much explain what I'm trying to say. But that's it for this video, man. Down in the comments, man, tell me if y'all agree with my list, or add some reasons that you think someone add some signs that you think would just tell a person that they're not gonna make it. It's like a tongue twister. Thank you for watching. Like the video, it helps me with the algorithm. And follow me on Instagram and follow me on Spotify. Thank you guys so much. We're definitely about to hit 2,000 monthly listeners, and I really do appreciate it, y'all. I mean, my next goal now is 5,000. So keep it up. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's it for the video, man. Peace out, gang.